Welcome back, everyone. Ready for another deep dive?
Always.
Awesome. Today, we're cracking open Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist. We'll be using excerpts from the book itself, really trying to dig into it.
Oh, cool. Love that book.
Yeah, I know a lot of our listeners probably already know the story, but
Yeah.
we're going to try to pull out some of those hidden gems, like, maybe stuff you missed even if you've read it before,
Yeah,
and really try to answer the question, like, what's the core wisdom of The Alchemist? What are the things that really stick with you?
totally. It's one of those books that, even if you think you know it, it always has something new to teach you.
Exactly. Okay, so right off the bat, Coelho kind of throws us a curveball. The prologue isn't the usual Narcissus myth, the one about vanity.
Oh, right, right.
This one's about Narcissus seeing the beauty in others reflected back at him in the lake.
Ah, interesting.
So, what do you think? What's that all about?
Well, I mean, it definitely sets a different tone, doesn't it? It's like this journey isn't about, ego or self-obsession.
Mm-hmm.
It's more about connection,
Mm.
seeing something bigger than yourself, even, in the ordinary stuff.
I like that. Yeah. And then we meet Santiago, our shepherd, who's kind of restless. He's got this knack for finding lost sheep. He's good at sales, almost like he's got,
Like he's lucky.
yeah, like lucky, or maybe he's just in tune with something. But he chooses to be a shepherd because he loves to travel.
Okay, yeah.
It's like he's already following some kind of, I don't know, inner compass even before all the crazy stuff starts happening.
Absolutely. He's not afraid to do his own thing,
Yeah.
Have you ever felt that pull towards something that's not like the normal path,
Oh, for
but it
sure.
just feels right to you? That's
Yeah.
Santiago.
Yeah. And then, bam, the dreams hit. Santiago keeps dreaming about finding treasure at the pyramids.
Classic.
Right? I mean, come on. If that happened to me, I'd be booking a flight.
Right. But that's where the whole idea of the personal legend comes in. Coelho is saying, these dreams, these desires, they're not random.
Mm-hmm.
They can be signs pointing us towards our purpose, like what we're meant to do in life.
Okay, I can get behind that. So, Santiago, he goes to an old woman for dream interpretation. She basically says, go to the
A
pyramids.
point.
Right. But then he runs into this, well, King Melchizedek, and this guy is, well, he's not your average fortune teller.
Yeah, he's got that whole mystical vibe going on.
Total mystical vibe. He shows up with a breastplate of gold carrying these stones called Urim and Thummim.
Okay, yeah, I remember those. They're for divination, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then he drops this line, when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it.
Whoa.
Right? How often do we, doubt ourselves, tell ourselves we're not good enough or not ready?
All the time.
But Melchizedek is basically saying, if you're truly aligned with your purpose, the universe itself has got your back. Okay, I love that. But it's not about, wishing for a Ferrari, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be something deeper.
Right, right. Something that really resonates with your soul.
Exactly. Like, what are you truly passionate about? What makes you feel alive? That's the kind of wanting that can, set the universe in motion.
I'm feeling inspired already. Okay, so Santiago is pumped. He's ready to chase this treasure. He heads to Tangier and immediately gets robbed.
Oh, no. Talk about reality check.
Right. He loses everything. What a tough lesson.
But it's a crucial one. Life throws curveballs, Tangier represents those times when, we might question everything.
Yeah.
But it's how Santiago responds that matters. He doesn't give up. He adapts.
He ends up working for a crystal merchant.
Interesting. Seems like a total detour.
It does, right?
Uh-huh.
But isn't there a lesson there, too? We don't always get to choose the path, but we can choose how we show up on it.
That's true. He learns about patience, about seeing opportunities where you wouldn't expect them. And the crystal merchant, even though he's kind of stuck in his ways, teaches Santiago about taking risks, about pushing past your comfort zone.
That's good stuff. And
Yeah.
it applies to, anything, right? Not just business.
Totally. And while he's in Tangier, Santiago keeps hearing this word, maktub. It's Arabic for it is written, and it seems to be tied to this idea of fate.
Maktub. Yeah. It's a tricky concept.
It is, right. Is it just about accepting whatever happens?
I don't think so. It's more about recognizing there's a bigger picture, a flow to life that we don't always see.
Okay.
Have you ever had those moments where things just, fall into place?
Oh, yeah.
Even if you didn't plan it? That's Maktub at work.
So it's not about giving up control, but about recognizing that there's maybe a wisdom we don't understand.
Right. Are we shaping our destiny, or is destiny shaping us?
Ooh,
Uh,
deep. I think we need to, sit with that one for a minute.
Yeah, definitely.
This is getting good. I can't wait to see what happens next.
Me too. Coelho always keeps you guessing.
Okay, so Santiago, our shepherd, he's learned some tough lessons in Tangier, but he decides to keep going. He could have just gone back home, right? Back to his sheep.
Right. But there's something pushing him forward, like he's changed.
Yeah, Tangier was like a test.
Totally.
Yeah.
He's not that naive shepherd anymore.
He starts using those stones, the Urim and Thummim,
Oh, yeah, right. The ones from Melchizedek.
to make decisions, like he's tapping into something bigger.
It's like he's trusting his intuition more.
Okay, so he joins a caravan crossing the Sahara.
The desert. Wow.
Not exactly a relaxing vacation. It's dangerous, but I bet it's also incredibly beautiful. All that sand, the stars.
Yeah. The desert's a powerful symbol in the book.
What do you mean?
Well, it's like those times in life where we feel, stripped bare, facing our fears.
I can see that.
But it's also where we can find clarity, where we have to rely on our inner compass.
Like being forced to confront yourself.
Exactly. No distractions.
He meets this Englishman in the caravan who's obsessed with alchemy, like finding the philosopher's stone, all that.
Oh, yeah, the Englishman. He's got all the book smarts,
But he's missing something.
Totally.
Yeah.
He's so focused on the destination, on finding that literal stone,
Mm-hmm.
he misses the journey, the lessons along the way.
But Santiago, he's learning through experience, paying attention to the signs, the omens.
He's starting to understand the language of the world.
Okay, wait, what is that? The language of the world. Sounds kind of mystical.
It is kind of mystical,
Yeah.
but it's not about, speaking a different language.
Yeah.
It's about recognizing that everything's connected,
Mm-hmm.
paying attention to your gut feelings, those synchronicities.
Like when you just have a feeling about something.
Exactly. The language of the world is trying to tell you something.
Okay, so basically trust your intuition, even if it doesn't make sense logically.
Right. Trust the vibes.
I like that. Trust the vibes. Okay, the caravan itself, that's like a metaphor too, right?
Absolutely. They're navigating by the stars, rely on ancient wisdom, facing danger together. It's like, we're not alone on this journey, whatever our journey is.
We've got each other's backs.
Exactly.
Okay, so they reach this oasis in the middle of the desert, and boom, Santiago meets Fatima, love at first sight.
Fatima, such a cool character.
But their love story, it's not your typical, happily ever after thing.
Right. It's deeper. Fatima gets Santiago's personal legend.
She's not trying to hold him back.
Nope. In fact, she encourages him.
Yeah.
Like he knows he has to do this for himself.
Wow. So can love and ambition coexist? Can we chase our dreams without, sacrificing our relationships?
That's the big question, right?
Yeah.
I think the Alchemist is saying that true love shouldn't hold you back.
To push you forward.
Yeah. Empower you. Even if that means, letting go.
Bait.
Fatima understands that Santiago needs to finish this journey to become who he's meant to be.
And that's when the alchemist finally shows up.
Oh, yeah. I love this part.
There's all this buildup, and then boom, he just appears riding a horse, falcon on his shoulder.
Talk about an entrance.
Right. So the alchemist is the catalyst for Santiago's transformation.
He's a mentor, but not in the usual way. He tests Santiago, pushes him.
Teaches him about the soul of the world, right?
Yeah, that universal energy that connects everything.
And all that stuff about turning lead into gold, the philosopher's stone, the elixir of life.
It's getting alchemical up in here.
Right. But it's all metaphor, right? For inner transformation.
Exactly. The alchemist is guiding Santiago to find his own inner gold.
To find the treasure within, not some pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Exactly. And he doesn't give Santiago all the answers. He just nudges him in the right direction.
To figure it out for himself.
Yeah. Like he tells Santiago, the secret of happiness is to see all the marvels of the world and never to forget the drops of oil on the spoon.
Whoa. Okay, break that down for me.
It's about balance, chasing your dreams,
Yeah.
but also appreciating the present moment, enjoying the journey, not just the destination.
Oh, I like that. So savor the little things, even while you're going after big things.
Right. Don't get so caught up in the hustle that you miss the beauty around you.
Keep those drops of oil on the spoon.
Exactly.
And then there's the scene where Santiago has to, turn himself into the wind
Yeah.
to cross the desert. I mean, come on, turning into the wind.
It's pretty wild.
It's some serious magic.
But it's a metaphor, right, for
Yeah.
believing in something so strongly.
Okay, so not literal wind bending.
Right. It's about, that inner strength, that belief in yourself and your dreams.
Got it. So tap into that and you can overcome anything.
Exactly. And it ties back to that interconnectedness, the soul of the world. Even the wind is part of Santiago's journey.
The whole universe is helping him out. Okay, so he finally reaches the pyramids. the place from his dreams.
The big moment.
But there's no treasure buried there, not like he expected.
Nope. And that's the point, isn't it? The real treasure was the journey.
All that transformation along the way.
Yeah. I think we forget that sometimes, you know? We get so fixated on the goal.
We miss the good stuff happening right now.
Totally. But the alchemist reminds us, like, the rewards are often hidden in plain sight.
The lessons, the people, the growth.
Exactly. And then there's that story the alchemist tells
Mm.
about the centurion and his son.
Oh, yeah. The one who wanted his son's words to be, like, remembered forever.
But it's the other son, the soldier, whose words become famous. It's a reminder that our actions have consequences.
Ripples.
Yeah, ripples, even the small stuff. So be mindful, you know?
It makes you think, what will people remember about me?
What kind of impact will you have? It doesn't have to be big, you know?
Little acts of kindness, words of encouragement.
Exactly. That can be the most powerful legacy.
So Santiago goes back to the oasis, empty-handed, but not really.
Right. He's full of wisdom now.
And guess what? He finds his treasure back where he started, under that sycamore tree.
Full circle. I love it.
It's like what we're searching for is often right in front of us. We just got to see it.
We have to have the courage to follow our hearts.
And trust the journey. And the book ends with another omen, pointing Santiago back to Fatima.
Oh, I love that. It's hopeful. Like, no matter what happens, love endures.
It does feel like a very hopeful ending.
The Alchemist is one of those books that sticks with you. It makes you want to go find your own personal legend.
To listen to those whispers, and just go on an adventure.
Embrace the unknown.
Exactly. So what resonated most with you from our deep dive into The Alchemist? Was it the personal legend, Maktub? Or maybe something else entirely? Whatever it was, I hope it's got you thinking, maybe even inspired to start your own journey of self-discovery. And hey, if you have any aha moments along the way, let us know. Until next time, keep exploring.